Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to this week's video. Headed down to Houston, Texas tomorrow. So I'm trying to pack for the trip. And I'm parking. Parking's always a little bit of a hassle in downtown areas. So I'm trying to pack everything onto my cart. So that way I only have one load in with everything on the cart. So I have cameras down here on the bottom level, 2-camera package with an audio mixer in the back. And I've been using these tool bags to transport cameras. I have hard cases for them. I have Pelican cases, but they just take up so much room, especially on the Innovative cart. And honestly, I'm not really moving them a bunch. It's just in and out of here. So I feel like they're somewhat protected in this case. Obviously, if I'm flying or something, then I'll put them in a Pelican case. But I just like having cameras built in a soft case like this just to maximize space. I'll go over all that in another video. I have another shoot where I'll kind of break down why I'm packing a certain way. But yeah, and then on the second level, I have some batteries, lights, and then these cheap light stands. They're just really small profile. They can fit in perfectly this way. I have 3 of them here. Some light tubes here, and then I'll probably add some more lights. I think I have some P60s that I'll put on the cart as well. And then top level, I'm just going to leave empty for now. But eventually when I roll the cart out, I'll put tripods on top of the cart. So I have my 2 tripods here. I'll put them on top, but they won't, they would fit right now, but I can't get the cart in and out of the van just because there's not enough clearance here. But yeah, so once I unload the cart, tripods go on top. I already have all my cables ready to go. XLR, extension cables, all that sort of thing, everything that I'll need. And then I'll have, right now I'm missing a camera there, but I'll have camera 2 there, and then audio in another bag here. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I'll need. And then I'll have my backpack with like my laptop and iPad, but that will go on my back while I'm pushing the cart to location. So that's the goal right now. This just is empty, but I'm using it just to be a little bit of a block between the cart and everything else, so it's not moving around too much when I'm driving, even though I have the wheels locked and it should be fine. But yeah, that's the goal. Packing some shoes. It's going to be a long couple days. But yeah, I might put a few sandbags just kind of spread throughout the cart. Can use these hooks or something like that just to hook them up. But yeah, that's the game plan. Leaving early tomorrow morning for Houston. About a 6.5-hour drive. So not too bad. I have a first shot tomorrow at 7 p.m. So it's going to be a long travel day, as well as a little bit of filming tomorrow night. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to this video. And I'm down here in Houston, Texas. I have a 3-day conference that I'm doing coverage for. We're doing long form videos as well as social media videos and photos and that sort of thing. So I'm just trying to help this client build up a library of content. And yeah, it's going to be a fun 3 days. I'll keep you guys posted. So here is the innovative cart all loaded up, ready to go. The whole goal for this shoot was to just make one trip, and just whatever I could fit on the cart was what I was going to use. I've been working with this client for a few years now, starting in 2020, and they travel all over. They go to different major cities and do the same type of thing. So I'm glad anytime I get to work with them. They're really good people, and overall just a fun weekend. And here I am getting everything dialed in. I had 4 lavs. I had a lav on the MC the whole entire day. And then the other 3 lavs, people would come up to me before they were about to speak, and then I would get them laved up. So I had 3 lavs available for speakers and then 1 for the MC. And then I would just mute the channels that weren't in use. And then I had a feed going to camera for backup audio. But here's a look at what I had going on, just the 2 cameras and then the audio mixer and recorder. 1 camera set as a wide master shot, and then I had a follow cam with kind of a medium shot. And this is the camera I was using for B-roll. It was a Sony A7 IV with a 10 to 18 OSS Sony lens. So it has the optical stabilization on the lens, as well as I had the active steady shot turned on the camera. And this gives it kind of a gimbal look, especially because you're shooting so wide. But having the 2 forms of stabilization, I feel like really helps the image. And these are a couple of the wide shots that I was able to get with the setup. And it has almost like a gimbal-like feel without having to operate a gimbal. Because I was doing so much by myself, I opted to not bring a gimbal. Just one less thing I had to worry about, especially because I was manning, 2 cameras as well as a B-roll camera, lighting, audio. It was just a lot for one person to mess up. So I just tried to keep things very simple. And then I opted just to do handheld instead of floating a gimbal and having to worry about balancing and whatnot. But I think the shots turned out pretty good. I did use some lighting to just kind of liven up the background. A lot of these conference rooms are just very bland. I mean, the walls were like almost like a beige color, and it was just very flat. And it wasn't really in the budget or the package for me to provide any sort of stage lighting, but just to help the look and the feel of the video. And I always want to make sure whatever I'm capturing looks good. I opted to bring a couple of portable lights to help with this. But I just had some Tamron tube lights and some P60 color panels, and I had that all controlled with the Sidus link. And then I was able to I asked my contact kind of like what color they were wanting, and we decided to go with like a blue color just to hit the back of the wall, giving just a little bit more dynamic of an image. The client, they said they just want it to look like cinematic. So however you interpret that, I just decided to just add a little bit of color just to really kind of make it pop. Just got back from the shoot today in the hotel room doing a little DIT and then catching up on a couple of vlogs. Watching the Cranky Cameraman vlog. This one was really cool. Awesome shoot in Montana. And then also watching David Moorfield's vlog in Puerto Rico. And honestly, I'm a little jealous right now. I'm in 100-degree weather in Texas, and Puerto Rico at the ocean just sounds amazing. So yeah, very cool. Just wrapping up some DIT. Probably gonna try and get some sleep and then start again first thing in the morning. But yeah, there's only so much you can do with B-roll. Everything starts to look the same once you've been filming for a few hours. So I tried to just give a good variety of shots, lots of life-giving smiling and that sort of thing, just creating a good sense of hype and whatnot for the marketing team. But yeah, I think everything looked good. Everything turned out great, and this was a fun shoot. Had a piece of equipment break yesterday while I was on the shoot. Luckily, I had a spare one, but this was the monitor holder that connected to the camera, and I'm pretty sure this screw here is stripped because this bolt will like no longer tighten, and it just slips. So I'm gonna try and see if I can fix it, but obviously I'll have to order a replacement. I've always liked Small Rig. I thought they had pretty good value for the price, but might have to invest in something a little bit more rugged. And this could have been my fault because I always tighten these down as tight as possible, and that's probably why it's stripped. So I probably need to make a habit of not doing that. I'm just always afraid the monitor is going to slip or whatnot if I don't crank it down. But yeah, so it is what it is, but all good. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.